Thank you very much.
Good to see you here winning again.
Thank you.
I'm from Chicago. We've known you're the greatest guitarist for a long time. Do you think the world is going to finally catch on to this?
I don't know. You know, they've been treating blues like a stepchild in the last 20 or 30 years. You don't hear much blues being played on your radio stations anymore. Before my late friend B.B. King passed, we was talking about it, and some of the lyrics we thought was unfit until hip-hop came out. Now you can sing what the hell you want. So I don't know what it is that make them don't play blues much anymore, because I was being interviewed yesterday, and lyrics is about good times or bad times. And if you listen to the rest of the music, it got some of the same feelings about what happened or what don't happen or hope what will happen. So I don't know, but you know, it's not going to stop me from playing the blues. I started with the blues and I'll finish with the blues.
You know, in your book, you mentioned that you weren't always treated well by the people in the business. Even Willie Dixon, you said, would sometimes take your song and take credit. Is that right?
They was taking not only Willie Dixon, they was taking from everybody, man. None of those older guys who, I didn't learn nothing from school. I didn't learn how to play my guitar by the book. I taught myself how to play by listening to T-Bone Walker, B.B. King, Arthur Crudup, and all those people like that. And they didn't have any kind of education, so they was being ripped off a lot. And I sat back and tried to learn by just not saying anything and listening. And in the end, they was being mistreated very badly by what was happening to them because they didn't know much. They didn't know better.
Okay, and then we're going to go
Oh,
over here.
congratulations.
Thank
Over
you.
here. You were talking about the lyrics. I think the blues lyrics are G-rated compared to some of the other lyrics you were talking about now. But I want to know, what would you tell people who aren't convinced that the blues are something that might work for them? People who are into other genres of music, what would you tell them to give blues a chance?
Take a close listen to what we're saying. You know, the late great Eddie Boyd made a record about 5 long years, and one of the lyrics about I worked in a steel mill for 5 long years. And I never did work in a steel mill, but when I sung the record out once, they would ask me how was it in the steel mill. So I was just doing what he had did. And a lot of lyrics people write is something happened to someone else, not him, the person who wrote it. My biggest record I ever wrote is called Damn Right I Got the Blues. That was my first Grammy. And I love sports, and I don't know how to shoot pool, but they always would want to beat me up because it was betting a beer or something, and they could get me and beat me, and I knocked the ball out of the pocket. And the band was playing, and the guy said, now you're going to play some blues. And I just said, damn right, I'm going to play some blues. And somebody said, that's a good title for a song. And I went in the studio and did it, and that's the biggest one I ever had.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, buddy. Who do you feel is coming up now who will be carrying on that tradition of the blues?
They got a young man out of Mississippi named Kingfish, and the young man Quinn Sullivan. I don't know if you heard of him yet, but I discovered him when he was 7 years old, and he was playing like he was 70. So we got a few of them that is digging up the blues, but I think if the blues was being more played over the radio like the rest of the music, I think you would have a few more people, because I was listening to the radio when we had the AM stations that disc jockey could play what he wanted. And you would hear a great gospel, a great jazz, and a great blues. But now you turn on your radio, I don't want to criticize nobody, I guess they know more about that than me, but they don't play the Muddy Waters no more. They don't play the Lightning Hopkins anymore, you know. They just play the same records over and over. And I got children that didn't know who I was until they turned 21 and walked into the blues club and said, Dad, I didn't know you could do that. Because they got it. It's just like when you send them to the army, you send them to the army at 17 and 18 years old to kill or be killed, and he can come back at 20 years old and can't drink a beer and come listen to me play. That's not right.
And then last question. Hi, over here
here. Tanya Hart, American Urban Radio Networks, right over here. Right here.
I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah.
I know it's
now.
hard up there.
All right,
Hi,
yeah.
how are you? Congratulations.
Especially at my age, it's hard to see that.
Oh,
As
yeah,
good
no.
looking as you are, it's still hard to see that.
Well, thank you, darling.
Sure.
So we recently, the genre of blues lost a champion. His name was Howell Beagle, and he was a lawyer. He was the lawyer that got all of those royalties for Ruth Brown and all of those people back in the day that didn't get any money for what they did. What would you speak about that today? And hopefully that's not still happening, is it?
I don't think you will be able to stop that from happening. Every time you zero in, excuse me, let me give you an example. You know, the highway patrol got a radar on his car. He can catch you and tell you how you were speeding. I got a Ferrari come in the Ferrari radar detectives, and guess who made both of them? The same person. So the person you catch up who's cheating them out of that money, they'll figure out another way how to get them in a different way. So all we can do is just holler and scream and hope somebody hears screaming and hollering about that.
Okay,
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you so much. Sure.
Congratulations.
What's up, y'all? This is B.O.B.
This is G-Eazy.
I'm Mo. This is Julia Michaels.
This is Logic. Make sure you subscribe to the Recording Academy channel. Flex.